Well, welcome back, Roy, really.
Thank
How,
you.
how did it go? You survived.
I did just about.
Just about.
It was. Do you know what? It was really good. It's
Right.
kind of what I expected, because I've done it before.
Yeah.
But I think I mentally set myself this challenge of certain goals.
Right.
And
Okay.
what I mean by that is, I wanted to do it in a certain time with an average speed. Um, I wanted to hit an average power, so that's the amount of effort you're putting into each pedal stroke, etc.
Yeah.
And I also didn't want to be. I think I succeeded in not swearing,
Well done.
which is good for me.
Yeah.
76
Very good.
miles, and I didn't
Yeah.
swear.
Wow.
Um, but if I'm brutally honest, I was disappointed,
Right.
um, because I didn't sleep particularly well Saturday night. I think maybe I was
Right.
just anxious. I
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure I was doing it right. It
Yeah.
was an early start. I'd slept exceptionally well Friday night, which I think was probably the reason I didn't sleep so well Saturday night, because
Yeah.
obviously I overslept, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But that obviously, again, that probably made me get through it. But if I'm honest, I tell you what got me through it is just not failing.
Yes. Well, that's part of your character, isn't it?
I think, yeah, I think not just for me, but I didn't want to fail for the charity's point of view, and
Yeah.
also I didn't want to fail for the people and everybody that supported me.
Yeah. Nice. Fair enough. So, did you have any flat tires,
No, do you know
punctures?
what? I didn't get one.
Didn't you? Well done.
No. So we set off. We all arranged to meet, or we said we'd leave the start line about 8 o'clock, and I think it was just shortly after that. And how many did we have of us? There was three. There was seven of us that
Yeah.
started.
Okay. Yeah.
Eight of us. Sorry, apologies. So there was eight of us that started. One of the chaps had admitted that he hadn't really done any practice. Julian,
Right.
lovely guy, really, really nice chap. And despite me getting some ribbing for some friends afterwards about leaving a man behind, he did say, "Look, I'm not going to keep up with you guys. Crack on." So he ended up sort of pairing up with someone else, and I know he got round, which was great.
That's fantastic. I'm telling you, if he's not prepared, that's awesome, really.
Yeah, no, I know. It was, yeah. And then we hit the junction, where you go left to Sandwich, sort of around that way, or you go right out to Dover.
Okay.
And three of them peeled off to do and that takes you around to the 100,
Yeah.
which I've done twice before. And it was actually quite nice for the four of us to go left and
Yeah.
and know
Yeah.
that it's like, do you know what? We've only got the seven. I would say the only got the 75 route to do, because it's still quite a mammoth, sort of bike ride anyway. But it was, yeah, it was great fun. The last bit, myself and Simon were struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Neil and Haley were just. I've never seen people pedal so hard, so fast, and constant. And to be honest, Simon and I kind of just held on for dear life. Um, but yeah, really good. Got round. I set a challenge,
Yeah.
and I promised myself I wouldn't tell you this, but I set a challenge of 4 hours 30
Yeah.
and an average speed of 17 miles an hour. And in the
Yeah.
past, I did it I think it was about 450 at
Yeah.
16.3. And
Okay.
I'm slightly kicking myself, but it spurred me to go again next year already.
Yeah.
I did it in 4 hours 31 and
Wow.
16.9 miles an hour average, which over 76 and a bit miles is, yeah,
That's
you know
that's
what?
that's that's quite impressive.
For an overweight 52-year-old, I don't think that's too bad, really. But do you know what? The big thing for me was just it's the fun of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. The volunteers, everybody is clapping you as a guy at the start and the end, ringing a bell. He's there every year. You'll remember that from previous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ring the bell when
Yeah.
people are coming in. Just the smiles on everybody's faces. Nothing's too much trouble. You stop off at the feed stops. There's food, there's cake, there's drinks, there's tea, it's just, yeah, it's just so well organized. It was its 15th year this year.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, the weather held up, windy though. That was a bit of a
Yeah.
killer.
It was windy, wasn't it?
If you're coming from kind of Lyminge right down through the Elam Valley there, and the wind is coming towards you, Yeah,
Yeah. I
that's
know I was in Canterbury a few days ago and they still had all the fluorescent signs in
did they? Yeah.
Canterbury
I'm
telling
sure there'll be
everybody there
some
was going
floating
to be a
around
bike
somewhere,
ride.
but
Yeah.
I mean, it's a well laid out course. It's very well supported. You've got bikers going around, sort of supporting, helping. Unfortunately, I did hear of one young chap who came off his bike. He's fine, but was kind of taken in the ambulance. Just, I'm not sure what he broke or anything, but wish him a speedy recovery. Bless him. I just saw that on the Pilgrim's Hospice Facebook page. They were talking about it, and the right people stopped, and some of the other riders stopped. But it was things like we'd stopped a couple of times. People had come past. Go, oh, you all right? Just checking you got punctures. We'd do the
Yeah.
same when we saw other people. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah,
That's
you
nice.
know,
Yeah.
it's good fun, good for the mind. I feel very good. I actually, as I say, got on the bike last night. Got a
Gee.
message off my mum going, "How the hell have you done that?" It's like, well, anybody that does regular exercise, you know, you can't just stop and that's it. You have to kind
No.
of keep your body
Yeah. Yeah.
going and loosen the
Absolutely.
weight.
Yeah.
And that. But I think we're at £3,144. I think we raised,
That's really good.
which I'm just
What was your target?
well, so again, I kind of set out to do like I said, £500 first,
Yeah.
and then we smashed through that because people just, I mean, just it's just amazing how much people will put their hands in the pocket, support such an amazing cause, and it's not me they're supporting, they're putting their faith in me to get my fat backside around a course, but I kind of the last few years I look back over and I've always broken the 3 grand barrier.
Yeah.
And I kind of think to myself, do you know what? Whether I got £3, £300, or 3 grand, it's kind of irrelevant. It's about giving the support, giving the time, um, and just putting back in, Peter.
I have it on very good authority that
Mm.
there was about 100 grand raised at the weekend.
I don't know what the total. In fact, actually, let's have I can have a little peek now. I think it was 1,140 cyclists took part.
Wow.
It's just amazing. And it says on here 41,000, but obviously, yeah, they've got other streams coming in, not
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
off
Yeah. Yeah.
giving. So I mean, it's just, I mean, enough is never enough when it comes to charity, I think, particularly something so kind of poignant as the Pilgrim's Hospice. And
Well,
I
let's
personally,
face it, it's a fantastic cause, isn't it?
oh, it is, yeah, definitely, and I take great pride in doing it every year. Whether I do, I mean, they start Peter now. They brought in, I think, a 15 miler. So even if you just got young kids and you want to do a bit of a long
Yeah.
bike ride, get the kids out on a
Yeah.
Sunday, just do it. Every pound, every entry fee goes towards
Yeah.
supporting this amazing charity that unfortunately I think is probably if there's anybody in Kent that doesn't know somebody that's needed it, then I'd be very surprised.
Hmm. But I was looking. There's a prostate cancer one for golf, and you have to do 3 rounds of golf in a day, which I
That's a
mean
lot.
that will be between 25 and 30,000 steps in a day.
Wowzer.
And I was looking at it thinking, can I do it or not? But I think, as you said, anything, just giving anything to charity, surely
Yeah.
it's got to be worth it. It's
Yeah, I
got to be
think
worth
I mean
it.
we're all we all regularly get asked to kind of put your hand in your pocket, and you see
Hmm.
people at sort of doors of supermarkets collecting monies. Always
Yeah,
try to put my hands in my pocket, but we all do. We don't have an infinite resource. I get that, and
no,
I
yeah,
understand that, and I think for
yeah,
me, I know it's supporting the Pilgrim's Hospice. That I think has added a massive amount of weight to the kudos of trying to collect money, if that makes sense.
yes, yeah, yeah,
But it's also a testament to people like me. So
yeah.
as an estate
Well,
agent, that's a
yeah.
rare quality. And I
Yeah,
think
actually, you're breaking the mold, aren't you?
that's that's a big mold. That's one way of putting it, I guess.
Yeah,
I think as I've got older, and I think particularly working alongside you in the past as well, it's
mm,
just made me look at things in a different way.
yeah,
You know, it's we're still estate agents at heart. We're still
yeah,
salespeople. People love us or hate us.
yeah.
We always get put in the same realms as tax inspectors and traffic wardens. But yeah, I don't want to be in that mold anymore.
No, no, don't blame me. No, no, no.
And I'm not
I
here
get
to
that
sort of say,
totally.
look, I've just done this, I've raised 3 grand, everybody give me a pat on the back, everybody
Yeah,
loved me. That's That'd be, I'd ask you to delete the video if I got any comments along that line. Um, but yeah, it's very humbling.
So you're going to do it again next year?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. You'll be pleased to know.
4 hours 15
Sorry?
next year. 4 hours 15 next year.
4:15 would be pushing it, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. Um, I'd like to beat the 4:30. That's
Yeah,
my kind of goal. And I did
yeah,
4:31. It was like, oh God, if I'd just gone that little, but we gave it all.
yeah,
As a team, we're particularly in the last sort of few miles where there's just the four of us. As I say, Neil and Haley, take my hat off to them. They definitely steam trained sort of Simon and I around that last bit, which was fab.
yeah.
Um, I'll do the 4:30. I have got another charity bike ride coming up, but you'd be very pleased to know this isn't one where we raise funds, we just pay to enter. That is oh my goodness, it's the Channel Rotary.
Okay.
They call it the
Yeah,
flat 50, but you can do a 50, 80, or 100.
yeah.
And it's just down on the marsh. I think that's early July.
Okay.
And people say to me, "Oh, cycle on the Mars, that's dead easy. It's flat." Do you know what? You never stop pedaling. At least
No.
doing the pilgrims,
Yeah, yeah.
you've got hills that, yes, you've
You've
got to
got
get up,
hills. Yeah.
but you've then got the other side where you don't have to pedal.
So if somebody wants to contribute now, they can still put
Still
money.
do it? Yeah, no, page is still open. Please do. If you want to give me a pound, fantastic. Literally every penny counts. And I've done it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you weren't kind of hedging your bets that I was going to fail and die of a heart attack, sorry, halfway round. But I've actually done it. So if you
Yeah.
haven't given and you still want to give, please do. I'll make sure you've
Perfect.
got the link or find me somewhere or through Evolution,
Perfect.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's really. I'm genuinely pleased that you did it. I'm impressed
Thank
that
you.
you did it.
Thank you.
I could never do it. Actually, I don't think I can sit on a saddle for that long. So
Do you know what? It is partly a mindset. You've got to
yes.
be geared to do it. But
Mm,
I saw so many other people, and I nearly sort of stopped a few people and go, "How the hell are you doing this?" Because we were very fortunate, and I count myself very lucky that I have a very nice road bike, which is very
yeah,
light, very
yeah,
capable,
yeah.
does everything I need it to do apart from actually pedal it for me. I know there are bikes that do that, but I did see people taking part, going up Stouting Hill on good old fashioned mountain bikes and sit up and beg bikes, and I'm like, oh my
Wow.
goodness, how have you managed
Yeah,
that? So
yeah,
they're the people that don't do this on a regular basis, I think probably more heroes than me because it's like, do you know what, I'm gonna have a go at it, and I've never done it before. I've never practiced. They might have done one or two rides to run up. I've been doing this for years, so for me, it was hard, but.
yeah,
I think the real pat on the back goes to the people that kind of went, do you know what? I'm going to push my comfort zone massively.
yeah.
So hat off to
So I
them.
mean, I genuinely, I think you deserve a pat on the back because, as you said, even if you raised 100 quid or 50 quid,
Yeah,
it's £100 more than they had at the beginning
yeah.
of the day, isn't it?
I think even if you didn't go out your way to raise money, because I understand obviously not everybody has money.
Yeah,
We're all struggling financially at the moment. You still had to pay to enter.
yeah,
You can still give a donation when you get to the feed
yeah,
stops and so forth. So
yeah,
just by paying your entry fee, that all helps.
yeah. Perfect. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
I will see you soon. Let me
Yes.
know as soon as you can about the next time you're going to do it.
Yeah, I will. As I say, I've got one coming up in July, and obviously let's
Yeah.
have a catch up next year when we go round number six. That'd be 16th year they do it. I've not done it 16 times.
Oof. Yeah. Good. Honestly, as I said, deeply impressed. Couldn't do it. Really sorry. I'll see you
I'll
soon.
let you off. You take care.
See you.
Thanks, Peter.
Bye bye.
Cheers. Bye.